A debate over homeopathy has reignited after actor Anushka Sharma publicly endorsed the practice and praised well-known homeopath Dr. Rajan Sankaran, saying homeopathy played an important role in her life and that she deeply values his insights on health and mindful living. Anushka said this while posting a video of Dr. Sankaran during Namita Thapar's podcast. Let's look at what Dr. Rajan said. Now, this is what Dr. Rajan said. Homeopathy doesn't treat conditions. It treats people. By treating people, it heals them. By treating people, it heals them. Homeopathy can treat everybody, but can it cure everybody? Like every system, it has limitations. We are living in an era of integrated medicine. We are not here to prove superiority or inferiority. We need to know the strengths and limitations of each system. But the endorsement has drawn sharp criticism from hepatologist Dr. Cyriac Abbey Phillips, popularly known as the liver doc. In a strongly worded response, he dismissed homeopathic remedies as little more than water, alcohol and sugar, calling them expensive sugar pills with no active medicine. He also pointed to developments in several countries, claiming that healthcare systems in UK, France, Germany, Spain, Australia have either reduced or withdrawn support for homeopathy. After reviewing available evidence, integrated medicine is a healthcare approach that combines conventional biomedicine with traditional alternative medical systems like Ayurveda, yoga and homeopathy. When it comes to integrative medicine, Government of India has consistently promoted an integrative healthcare model through the Ayush Ministry, seeking to mainstream traditional and alternative systems alongside conventional medicine. Institutions such as AIIMS, Rishikesh have dedicated Ayush departments. One of the first aims is what really the claim seems to be, reflecting the government's push to incorporate traditional healthcare practices into the broader public health framework. The pushback that Anushka has been receiving for her praise for homeopathy and the sharp responses of equally famous the liver doc has sparked a heated debate online. And with me are experts right now. With me are experts, and we're going to be talking science, we're going to be talking facts. I'm being joined by Padma Shri Awardee Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, Chairman for Nephron Clinic. I'm also being joined by Dr. Sulfi Nu, who's the former State President of IMA Kerala. And I'm also being joined by Dr. Nandini Sharma, the ex-officio member, CCRH, Central Council for Research in Homeopathy. Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining me. Well, let me just start at this point with you, Dr. Sanjeev Bagai. Where do you stand on this, Dr. Sanjeev Bagai? Because this has been a hugely heated debate for a very long time now. There are a lot of people who come out in support of homeopathy, and they talk about consuming homeopathy as a holistic alternative. Doctors seems to be divided about it. Even established boards seem to be very divided about it. Right now, you've had the liver doc made some very, very, very strong statements. In fact, it's a blistering charge against homeopathy for that matter.
Good evening. So I think my stand is absolutely clear that as far as medicine is concerned, we are living in an era of unprecedented technological and genomic advances. And we are very fortunate to experience this revolution in medicine. No science is complete. And we respect all, as far as individually I'm concerned, we respect all other sciences, be it homeopathic, Ayurvedic, herbal, be it Chinese. It's an individual person's or an individual patient's choice, what line they want to take and what risk they want to put themselves into. But the fact of the matter is that allopathic medicine, that's what we practice after doing MBBS and MD and DM and fellowships and so on, is that the limitations of certain sciences is glaring out. We cannot run away from that fact. Homeopathy does not attend to acute conditions, surgical emergencies, medical emergencies. It cannot treat infectious diseases. This has even been declared by WHO. It cannot treat ICU patients. It has no role in genetic conditions, end organ disease, such as liver transplant, organ transplant, kidney transplant. we have no knowledge of its ingredients. So therefore, the toxicity is not known. The elimination factor is not known. Drug to drug interaction is not known. And you cannot manage antenatal care, deliveries, cesareans, bypass surgeries, joint replacement surgeries, and so on. So the simple question which I would like to ask Anushka Sharma is, where was her beautiful baby born, in which homeopathic hospital? So the answer is probably the baby was not born in a homeopathic hospital. It was born in a normal routine hospital. So if a science is complete, it should be able to cater to antenatal care, deliveries, and cesareans. Unfortunately, homeopathy doesn't have that bandwidth. I have nothing against a particular science. I firmly
You call
disbelieve
it a
in,
science.
in homeopathy.
You call it a science. You're on that
It's a
line.
science. It's a science, but it has been left far behind as far as the revolutionary advances which has taken place in other sciences. Therefore, people tend to more rely on the allopathic stream. Ask a homeopath if he has or she has a fracture, where would she get herself or himself treated? If a person has a delivery, where would the person go to? There's a large review meta-analysis data which has been published of 5,139 articles over 1959 to 2020. That's a very, very large period of time, almost 65, 70 years, in which it has clearly shown that homeopathic articles lack the basic fundamentals of evidence-based medicine. They are not aligned with a scientific database. This is all published data which I'm quoting. This is not my
Okay.
homegrown theory.
Okay. Okay, let me just get in at this point. Dr. Nandini Sharma, thank you for joining us. Dr. Nandini, of course, respond to what Dr. Bagai has said, but let me just start straight with asking you the first question. There are many, including the liver doc, who talk about the medicines of homeopathy as sugar pills, as nothing but sugar pills and not medicines. From that to what Dr. Bagai has just said.
See, I will start my quote by saying what Mahatma Gandhi told about homeopathy is the most non-violent economical method of healing, and it's a safe and a complete science. I'm just quoting from it. And I'll again start how homeopathy came to India.
Dr.
It
Nandini, would
brought
you want
into
to quote Mahatma? I have nothing against
no,
him.
I'm
I
just
have great
saying how it
respect for him.
started.
Would you
In
want to start a
1839,
debate on science and medicine by quoting Mahatma Gandhi? I mean, that's a choice you
no, I'm
can
just
make for
saying
sure.
how I've been the experience of the people. Renowned, even right now, if you take it, it's you're just quoting Anushka Sharma, but right now, if you see Usain Bolt, David Beckham, all these prominent people have been taking homeopathy. Homeopathy is a perfect science right now. Yes, all sciences have a limitations. Right now, government is approaching the cafeteria approach. Most of the hospitals you will find, whether it is Lady Harding, whether it is Safdarjung Hospital, whether it is AIMS Rishikesh, we have come, the government has come the cafeteria approach, where the patient has the right to take any. Investigations are one thing, but they have the right to
Did you
take
use
any.
the word cafeteria approach?
That's right.
That's interesting.
Yes,
Um,
this is what we have been using
Cafeteria.
it for. Patient, if patient comes to a surgeon, he is diagnosed with certain things, whatever is, I'm not naming any disease, he can go to allopathy for his medication. He can go to Ayush clinics. I'm not only taking homeopathy, I'm talking any Ayush clinic to take the medication. So this is the government's approach. And homeopathy is right now, Central Council for Research in Homeopathy is doing a fantastic job where the Dr. Bagai was talking about the evidence system. So we have been doing a lot of research over it. And again about the scientific part, Dr. Balari, Dr. Jesh Balari from IIT Mumbai has proved how homeopathy works, the principle of nanotechnology. He has come up with a paper, he has been doing it, and I would say ki we should see how the patients are responding. WHO is saying homeopathy is the second largest system of medicine that is being practiced all over the world. Patient people have results, and that is why they are taking homeopathy. So we should not go by it. I'm sure Dr. Bagai is a very senior pediatrician. A lot of his patients have been taking homeopathy wherever there is. So homeopathy really works.
Okay, Dr.
Yeah.
Noor, I know I haven't come to you yet, and I know you have something to say, but very quickly, Dr. Bagai, response, since you wanted to make a direct response to this. It's interesting. You know, I mean, there are two things that I want to ask. One, what is this cafeteria approach? Because it sounds very awkward. When we are talking about medicine in hospitals, we have something called a cafeteria approach. I may be ignorant about this usage among doctors in medicine. Happy to be corrected, but please do let us know what this cafeteria approach is with hospitals. And secondly, if I can just ask a simple thing, you know, to what Nandini is saying, a lot of celebrities, and she's also spoken about Mr. Usain Bolt as well. How do you respond to things like that?
So a couple of quick rebuttals, which is again based on facts. I think when you're talking in terms of medicine, let's not romanticize and go back to 1947 and the pre-independence era of Mahatma Gandhi. Much has changed since. We didn't even know how a joint replacement was done at that time, and people died even because of measles. Homeopathic doesn't have vaccines. If we relied on homeopathic, half the world, in fact, 3/4 of the world would have been dead and gone in the COVID pandemic. It doesn't do genomics. My patients don't take homeopathy. I'm very proud of what I say, what I write, what I treat. I have nothing against anyone if they want to follow a particular line of treatment or medicine. But if they're coming to me, then it's for an allopathic medication. When you talk in terms of evidence-based medicine, it has to be data-proven, science-proven. Unfortunately, ask the particular panelist if that particular person is unwell with, let's say, a pneumonia or a respiratory distress or a fracture or a liver disease, or indeed a patient requires dialysis. Would they do dialysis in the homeopathic hospital? Would they do a renal transplant in a homeopathic hospital? Do they have insulin as a line of treatment in homeopathy? These are fundamental points. Let's not run away from the fact the white elephant is in the room and we're trying to cover it with a small napkin. It doesn't work like that. With regards to the cafeteria approach, I mean, you can take a la carte, you can take a buffet, or you can check in or you can check out. It makes no difference. Medicine is evidence-based, period. There is nothing above and nothing below that.
Okay.
Medicine has to be proven by scientific data.
But that's I mean, the counter to that really comes for what homeopathic doctors really talk about, and that is about what Dr. Nandini said about the latest research in terms of the doctor who spoke about nanotechnology. You would know better.
Is that for me?
Yes, Dr. Bagai. Because
Yeah,
you spoke about research.
The issue is they can proclaim anything, they can say anything. I cannot stop anyone from saying or expressing their views. It's a free country. But the fact of the matter is, homeopathy, as far as development and advances and transformation of its own science is concerned, is left behind a couple of decades back.
Okay, Dr. Nandini, quick rebuttal, and then I have to go to Dr. Nu.
Yeah, so Dr. Bagai is absolutely right that we cannot do dialysis or we cannot do deliveries. But yes, if you want an easy delivery, painless delivery, we have been giving homeopathy for it. We have been doing deliveries in the homeopathic clinic, hospitals. We have been giving and
Is that medically prescribed? Is that medically prescribed to do deliveries in homeopathic hospitals? Is that allowed in India? Is that medically prescribed?
Yes, in Nehru Homeopathic Medical College, I have done the deliveries with homeopathic medicine. Deliveries done by the allopathic doctor, Dr. Asha was there. But we gave homeopathy for fast delivery.
No, I don't get it. What does that mean? The delivery is done by an allopathic doctor, but the medicines...
Yes,
what does that mean?
See, delivery is a natural process. But for the pains, we have been, if there has been false labor pains, we have been giving homeopathic medicines.
Okay, wait a minute.
There have been
This is something new. I did not know this.
Yes.
Dr. Nu, come in at this point. You have been the past president of IMA in Kerala. What Dr. Nandini is saying right now is about, Dr. Bagai spoke about what about pregnancies? Why is that not happening here? Dr. Nandini is saying there are homeopathic doctors who there are homeopathic hospitals that allow, that have deliveries. What is this about?
Yeah, I'll come to that. Before that, I would like to say this. Anushka Sharma is absolutely right.
Is absolutely?
Having said that,
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Absolutely true. Absolutely right. In saying that, homeopathy played a big role in her life. That is because she did not take any homeopathic medicine. Homeopathy is pseudoscience and it should be banned. It should be banned from any point. It should be banned from India. It should be banned from in almost all developed countries. Started under promoting or maybe partially banning all these things like this. Homeopathy is pseudoscience. There is no evidence at all. She, Anushka Sharma, when she was pregnant, I have seen a photo of her. Virat Kohli was carrying her upside down. Absolute nonsense. You should not carry a lady like that when she's pregnant. This is an illiterate celebrity telling all kind of nonsense, and there is no point in discussing this issue. See, modern medicine is evidence based, and we need evidence. We cannot claim that guy took homeopathic medicine. That is water and what sugar. And there is nothing inside, and you take that and it is gone. We give vitamin tablets as a placebo. I don't know, why should we discuss illiterate celebrities? Whatever
I
the
don't know.
nonsense.
This is not about celebrities, and you are free to call however you want to call them. This is not just about celebrities. This is also about science. This is also about facts. Because a lot of people want to know what the truth is, because you have Dr. Nandini saying here that listen, deliveries
I'll
are
come to
happening
that.
in homeopathic hospitals.
No.
Here Dr. Nandini is saying, listen, homeopathy has advanced for a whole lot of level, and then you have other side where says these are simple sugar pills. What are you really talking about? This is not medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. See, there are innumerable
And then you have the
studies.
government which is pushing for Ayush.
Yeah,
and
I'll come
doctors
to
are
that
pushing
point.
for Ayush, and homeopathy is part of Ayush.
Yes, I will come to that point. There are innumerable studies in Lancet, by the World Health Organization, BMJ, and so many reputed journals, which they have done a lot of studies and lot of studies, and they found that homeopathy has no base at all, no scientific base at all. Now they say that we can integrate. It's like if you integrate modern medicine, that is purely evidence-based. If you integrate with homeopathy, which is a pseudoscience, it is like mixing drainage water with drinking water. This is science, and we cannot mix with the pseudoscience. See, they are probably, Anushka got some money to do that interview. I don't know. They are promoting that.
You know what?
homeopathy
No.
doctor.
I think let's not get into what we don't know, honestly, Dr. Noob, particularly you, because you are a doctor and you are supposed to be talking facts and science. So I think let's just steer clear of what we don't know and stay into the terrain of what we know. It's not about Anushka, it's about what she has said with respect to homeopathy, and that's really what we're talking about. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the thing is that, see, I'll just say that if paracetamol, simple paracetamol, the paracetamol which we take for the fever, we have evidence that it goes to the stomach, it is get absorbed in the blood, and it decreases the prostaglandin synthesis, which causes fever or pain. That is proven beyond doubt by innumerable studies and of decades of studies. And now you say that that person is taking homeopathic tablet, and then that will control her illness or maybe eradicate illness is absolute nonsense. Where is the evidence? You cannot say that if I say that I have a wonder drug which can cure all the illnesses, maybe diabetes or maybe coronary heart disease or maybe the obesity or whatever. If I claim that I have a wonder drug, I'm just trying to cheat others. This is not science. This is